Hey there, all you true believers and Sega fanatics alike. DA Sonic Fan here with another Sonic Mania update. And this one kind of got me surprised because this is information I missed after uploading my last one. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, after searching up images for a thumbnail picture for my last update, I actually stumbled on two images of the Heavy Gunner and Knuckles in Green Hill Zone. So, the first image I found of the Heavy Gunner, it looks like he's circled by egg robos because these guys look kind of plain compared to him. So I'm just going to refer to them as egg robos. What's interesting is that since this is in Studiopolis, we now know that the Heavy Gunner will be one of the bosses for one of the acts for Studiopolis, maybe? Who knows? They might change it. I don't know. I don't think they change it. I doubt it. But anyways, it looks like when you look at the Heavy Gunner, he and these other four egg robos are chasing Knuckles. And he's giving like a gesture, like a pointing gesture, like, oh, go get him. What interests me more is the four that are surrounding. The ones that are kind of like in a circular motion, they look like they're rotating. The first one that's the closest to the screen looks like he's holding a radio or music box, whatever you want to call it. And I guess this is like how they're going to show off the transition of music. And it kind of makes me feel like the music for this boss is going to be really cool to hear. Like, it's just going to sound amazing. It's just going to blow us away in some kind of way. Now, the other two are holding nightsticks, and it makes me feel like this is like some kind of law enforcement for some reason. I'm going to get back to that in a bit, because, you know, police and nightsticks. But when you see them rotating, the one in the back looks like he's hitting his other hand, getting ready, like, oh, he's trying to intimidate you, while the one in the front looks like he's getting ready to swing, like he's gonna crack Knuckles in the back of the head if you don't do something. And it looks like a kind of section where you gotta control your speed so that you don't get hit. Like, if you're running too fast, you stay in the front, you're getting hit. It looks like you might have to like slow down, or maybe even spin dash to dodge. Now, the fourth one that's actually behind the Heavy Gunner, at first I thought he was in like the little egg carrier thing that Eggman's always flying around in. I forget the actual name of it, the official name. I gotta go look that up myself later. At first I thought it was pretty similar looking, but it did have some differences, and the one thing that I actually noticed was that there is a helicopter propeller attached to it, which actually made me feel like this was some kind of law enforcement. That was the big thing, because they look like they got like, you know, searchlights. Knuckles is the level 5-star threat, or I guess level 3-star threat. I forget when the helicopters come out in Grand Theft Auto, but he's committed some kind of crime in Studiopolis. And it actually, one thing before I go to the next one is that it kind of reminds me of the Metropolis Zone boss from Sonic 2, you know, with Eggman and those bubbles that would like circle him, that when they would fly at Sonic and Tails, they would become like clones of him, something like that. I don't know why. It gives me that kind of vibe. The second image I found is of Knuckles in Green Hill Zone. He's actually like scaling one of the loops in Green Hill Zone, and I can't really tell which act it is. I'm guessing Act 1 or maybe Act 2, I don't know. Now, what really struck me interesting about this was after listening to the Green Hill Zone Act 2 commentary by Aaron Weber, I remember him talking about like how Tails being in Green Hill Zone, this was the first time you've ever really seen him, or at least in an official game in Green Hill Zone. And it just like, I was just thinking about like, wow, Knuckles is really there. It's not a mod, you know, not a fan game, it's official. It's gonna be really interesting to see all the things you can do with Knuckles and Tails in Green Hill Zone. I mean, we already can figure out what we can do with Tails pretty much, but with Knuckles, there's, you know, you can't really like go everywhere you want. So it's gonna be pretty fun to do that. So that's pretty much it for now. If you want more information on Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2017, I'll try to keep up. SXSW is coming up in March, so yeah, and please subscribe for more. So with that, peace out.